Well, there's a lot to talk about, but we have to talk about the video that just dropped today. The Pooh Shiesty, Gucci Mane situation with a guy with a gun where they're basically forcing him to say that he's no longer signed in 1017.
Shit, shit. You dropping this damn deal.
Bro, they don't know it's a done deal, bro. Why is it done deal?
Let them know you dropping.
I drop you.
No, say it.
Pooh Shiesty dropping 1017.
Shout out to real nigga ain't never did no police or none of that, bro. Tell them what's going on.
Bro, we just did that. That's done.
What you do?
You drop. You said you want to be dropped, you drop.
Sign the paper when
It's done.
I can't believe someone actually pulled out a camera and filmed that.
He was instructed by the boss to do it. He said, yeah, they say he wanted that recorded.
Right.
Yes. So I remember it probably been about 10 years ago. I remember law enforcement coming before the world and said that social media have become the #1 tool for law enforcement for making arrests and solving crimes.
That's a fact. Straight up. Social media has become the #1 tool and source for law enforcement to solve crimes. Because people done got this thing in their mind that they got to show the crime. They done really tricked and manipulated people in the world. Nobody wants to hide the crime. They want to show the crime. That right there is the Jedi mind trick that they pulled on the world. All the young bulls want to show the crime. It used to be a point where you wanted to hide. You ain't want nobody to know. You might talk about some shit amongst your homies, but now they want to publicize it. How do you beat a case when you publicize it? That right there really got me like, something is mentally wrong with people that think they can beat a case that they publicize. But this is what's going on with social media.
He goes down in history as the biggest crash out ever.
Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah. He goes down in history. He had the world at his fingertips. Knowledge and information. I don't know what. Well, let me stop saying that. Because you and I are law-abiding citizens. So
Correct.
we don't look at crime and say that's logical.
No.
So I don't know what he could have been thinking about in prison. I don't know who he could have been talking to as big homies, as unks. And I don't know what his dad was thinking to think that you can record this and it's gonna be legally binding.
Yeah, the fact that there's someone in the shop brandishing a weapon, at least have that guy out the video. At least don't have that guy on video. Have him sit to the side somewhere. So at least you can say, what gun? I don't know. But the fact that the guy with the gun is actually on video and you hear Gucci, by the door. And Gucci's like, I already said it. Yeah, you out of the contract.
And then one guy saying, you're not going nowhere. False imprisonment, kidnapping.
That's kidnapping. Yeah. That's another charge.
Only for you to continue to say, it's like even in that video, he's still looking for validation and affirmation from somebody.
Hey, yo. And there's people that will still say that Pooh Shiesty can beat the case. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes recorded somebody like they had armed security sitting there, convicted felons now, and then they saying, yo, tell them that you let me out the deal. Talk to him. Speak. You making the man say some shit while not letting him leave, force him to sign a contract, and you record it? Like, come on, man. That shit different. You hear me? The police don't gotta work. They giving it all directly to them. If we being real.
No fuck shit on his name, ain't never done no police shit, but you're recording a crime.
Your own crime.
I've done that once before, Vlad.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not.
You know what? I was sitting in my house one day, arguing with a guy online, and the guy said that he was coming down to the classy lady to come see me.
Okay.
I'm just playing though. But online, I go live and say, yeah, nigga, I'll meet you down there. I'm on my way. And I get my guns. And I'm recording myself live the whole way. Say, yeah, nigga, I'm taking all the excuses away from the jewelry. Nigga, yeah, we finna die today. But I'm just trolling online. Well, when I get there, the guy shows up.
Oh, okay.
I'm still alive. I duck down behind the fence. I look at the camera with the gun pointing out like that. And 2 days later, I was in jail for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh, wow.
From the video, I uploaded on Facebook. I ended up beating the charges.
Did he press charges?
He didn't have to. I recorded myself. He didn't have to press charges. I recorded myself doing it. Pointing the gun.
Social media has become an addiction for incriminating yourself for attention. And then people want to say other people are snitching. Dudes are snitching on themselves. You don't need nobody else to tell. I don't even know why the world isn't seeing something wrong with people recording their own crime. They want to blame it on everybody else, and these people are recording their own crime, acting like no one is supposed to say nothing. This shit wild, man. It's different, you know, and it's only gonna get worse. Whereas though you're gonna have people continuing to do it and getting locked up as if they not seeing the other person go through the same thing.
I aiming the gun. They can't see what I'm aiming at, but I done gave the whole detailed description.
Right.
And then came back online and me and him argued for 2 more days until I went to jail. Ended up beating it. But I say that to say this. You get caught in the matrix when you live in the matrix. I recorded myself pretending to mace a cat. Shot water on the cat. I recorded myself doing that.
Yeah, you got arrested for that.
Guess what my lawyer told me? Charleston, you gave him the evidence. Man, I ain't maced the cat, but you said you did. Man, I'm just bullshitting. But you said it. It's a self-confession. We had to fight to beat that shit.
Huh.
I beat it.
How much did it cost you?
That and the 2 aggravated assaults, well over $100,000.
There you go.
Well over $100,000.
There you go. And you know what would happen if you had a public defender? You'd be in jail right now.
Yeah.
This would be over a jail phone.
My confession. I did it. Anything you say can and will be used against you, but to record this, homie, they not doing this to go to court and say, hey, they doing this to show other people we did this to him. All this was recorded to show other people, look how we got this bitch ass nigga. Because that's why that's why he kind of chastening him. All I can say is, this is the street nigga I've been looking for. Pooh Shiesty is the street nigga I've been looking for. Crash out. You can't make sense of being in the streets. Why? Because
Hey, listen. Dude literally gave all the evidence to the police. They ain't got to do no work. Straight up. All they had to do was submit documents to get shit out the phone, to get records from the emails. They ain't had to do no work, man. That shit was easy. Being a detective, being a federal agent is easy work. They don't have to do no footwork. All they got to do is look at social media. Straight up. Being a detective, an agent, that shit is easy. you know, back in the day, right, you would see detectives and agents saying they up all night. When you watch those shows, they'll say they up all night. First 48, they up all night. They beating their brain up. They can't find no leads. Now, everything is on social media. The leads is right there because everybody want validation for what they done. That shit there is different.
The street guys live by morals and principles that sometimes they have to crash out based on morals and principles. We want Gucci to crash out for the ones that, but not as logical people. The ones that once was in the streets and now thinking logic, we give Gucci a pass. Man, well, he's a CEO now. That's a 13-year-old kid. What's the difference? That's a 13-year-old kid that think they know the streets, but don't know the streets. Give him a pass. Let him tell too.
Yeah, I don't think that Pooh Shiesty's getting out of this one.
I don't think Dad's them getting out of this because you see Dad in the shadow in the back in half of the video.
Right.
It's conspiracy. If anything, it's a conspiracy to commit.
Right. And I guess they found the actual contract. And the contract basically says that I give Pooh Shiesty everything and I get nothing. Ever. It's like one of these very clearly not a good contract for someone to sign.
Like, let's just be real. Nobody would ever write up a contract like that when they know they got the bag coming in from artists. Nobody. Nobody would say, I give up everything. But this is the mind of these guys. It's why you can't pay attention to the people that are rich and famous and you know they doing goofy shit. They shouldn't be nobody's idol. They give these people the money, dead presidents, and people idolize these people. The nigga literally typed up a contract that said he get everything and they get nothing. Gucci Man 1017, Atlantic Records, like, hold up, man. Like, be real though, man. Atlantic Records, big business. Come on, man. Like, how would the mind even process to say that that would work? That shit is wild.
Now Gucci probably own everything.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, I think Glorilla got a new song with Pooh Shiesty out. That's going to Gucci's pockets right now.
Yeah.
She probably said, look, he probably not getting
what?
out. Let's just drop it.
He gonna be a real nigga with life sentence. That's all we want, is to be a real nigga. And I think the fans is gonna be satisfied.
Do you think he'll get life for something like this? I don't think so.
I think his arrogance, I think his bravado-ness, I think so. I think the amount of time he get might as well be life. But a gun in the picture, it's the feds, kidnapping, relevant conduct. You got violence before this. Yeah. Higher, yeah.
Right. And you're with the ankle monitor the whole time.
And we got you cheating the system. Fucking the lady.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think he admitted to being high.
Felon, we got your failed drug test.
Yeah.
And you extended, you cheated our system, which caused us to have to terminate one of our workers so you can go commit a violent crime. I say they set an example out of him like they did Larry Hoover and Jeff Fort.
Wow.
Hey, listen, I definitely think they're going to set an example out of Pooh Shiesty for the simple fact of how the circumstances went. I do not see them being lenient on the bull when he was on house arrest. He had the broad doing what she was doing, manipulating the system so he can go out. And then this happened that way. Like, it wasn't even like he stole something. The nigga really was in the video on home confinement with the strap in the video. Straight up. You can't be around no firearms. The nigga Pooh Shiesty was in the video with the firearm saying, yo, say it. There's no way that the judge is going to be lenient with that. He got the strap in the video saying, say it. I don't see him being lenient with that shit.
Okay.
I say because why? Now they're saying this guy have 100 soldiers, disposable soldiers. We showing you the text message where he can send a call out. I say he go to ADX after this. They breaking him. He's too cocky. He's too arrogant. When you listen to the FBO song he made getting out of there, when you listen to the mother on the intro, when you look at the father involved in the crime, that's what they do to this family.
See, and just being real, right? You got people that don't think about all that. That's what's wrong with people that run around and don't understand. They don't put all those things in the equation. All they think about is Pooh Shiesty had a strap. They don't think about what the prosecution and the judge is going to think about how this was organized. That's what niggas don't think about. Yeah. Their brain don't go to that. Whereas though the prosecutors that do this for a living, that do this 7 days a week, they thinking about how this was organized, your situation you was in, how you executed it, and then how you did it without a care in the world while on house arrest. This ain't just you getting locked up with a strap. Straight up. Yeah, it'd be totally different if he got locked up with a strap. They pulled him over. All right, boom. The violation, they gonna rock him. Straight up. They gonna get him for the violation. They gonna get him for the charges. And I don't even see him being lenient on it because of how the situation went and him having no regards for the situation, the law.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Hold on. Not whip an off-duty police officer outside the door.
Right.
The bravado-ness and the brazenness of this is what's going to make them go up there rather than down here with sentencing.
Right. So I guess the off-duty officer that was with Gucci wrote a letter to the court saying that he feels his life is in danger if Pooh Shiesty is released. Some of the evidence they've also said, to the court was that he is a gang leader with over 100 members. I guess
these two known shooters that he's done.
Shooters. I guess he's like texting, saying, I need some certified, guys down here.
And they answer the call just like that.
They answer the call. There's just a lot of really bad stuff in terms of him ever getting out.
So let me take you back to a letter he wrote home 2 years ago. He identified and said he the new Larry Hoover. In a letter he wrote home, he said, I'm like Larry Hoover down here. He keep bragging about his influence. Scoop. Yeah, he going to ADX.
Hey, listen. Smash that like button. And hit that subscribe button, man. Oh, yeah. They going rocking. And they look at that. This the shit that people don't pay attention to. They look at that. Oh, you feel like you got that much influence and power. We got to sit you down. Because this right here is going to corrupt the minds of others. So we don't want niggas following this. We want niggas to see this is what happens when you do this. Yeah. If they continue to allow it where as though it ain't no real consequence for the situation, it's a slap on the wrist, it make other people think how some niggas think now. Yeah, he just gonna get a little bit of time. That's what he do. Now, when they rock your bell, it make niggas think, oh shit. Straight up. Yeah. ARN. He was on the internet going hard. Lit all the time. Talking crazy. Talking about he put this work in, that work in. Man, the feds hit him. They said, I think they was going to give him a 30 ball. The judge ain't like his attitude and gave him 45. Because he went in there like this. Yeah. Nigga, can't do nothing to me. Nigga, what? Went in there with that attitude. Judge gave him 45 years. All right, go ahead. Think about the attitude. They say his lawyer told him, man, go in there, be chill, make sure you be respectful. He went there like this. I'm a goon, nigga. Yeah, I'm a goon. Judge look at him like, all right, well, this is what I do to goons. Bop! Straight up. Oh, you a goon, huh? Oh, you like that? This what he do to goons. Bop! Right across your head. 45 years. Nigga sick. Nah, that shit ain't funny no more. That shit ain't gangster no more. It was gangster when you was free, but it ain't gangster. It ain't the same. Because now, you sitting down with a 45-piece McNugget and life still going. You hear me? You sitting down with a 45-piece McNugget and life still going. Straight up. Shit get crazy. This is what people gotta understand. Like, niggas is definitely making mistakes for other people to understand what not to do. But you got people that really don't even look at these people's mistakes that they make and say, hold up, why would I follow in the same step? You got jokers that think they can do it better. That would be crazy. You got real people that think they can do it better. Man, shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it this way. And then they rock you. And when you go to jail, right? You only thought about periodically. You go sit down and do how much ever time they give you. You only thought about periodically. Nigga might think about you once in the blue. 30 years could go by, right? And then you sitting down doing that whole 30. You come home, niggas is in their 50s, right? Nigga like, damn, that 30 went by quick, right? That nigga sitting in there for that 30, oh my God. They feeling every bit of that 30.